Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a recipe to celebrate Chinese New Year this year. It's the year of the rooster.
Nice.
I love celebrating other cultures. Whenever there's a holiday, I like to, jump on the bandwagon and get in on it. So this is not by any means Chinese food. This is my celebration of Chinese food. And it's my celebration hopefully a little bit healthier. I'm going to try not to fry anything. I'm going to bake it in the oven.
We're watching you.
And we're going to, I know, I'm just going to stir fry at the last minute. But I'm going to try and use as little oil as possible and still have it taste good. I think I forgot to say what the recipe was even for. It was for General Tso's tofu, but I'm not going to make it hot like General Tso's, so it's going to be General Tso's tofu.
Okay.
So I'm starting off here with a block of extra firm tofu, and I have it in my tofu press. You can see that does a really great job of getting the water out. So you just unscrew this. Get your tofu released from prison here.
I feel like you're like taking Frankenstein off of
Yeah, kind of.
the operating table.
If you don't have one of these, no sweat. Just put it some paper towels on the top and bottom and put some heavy books on it or whatnot for half an hour. You'll be good to go. So I'm going to cut up my tofu I like it in cubes. Some people make triangles. I like to make cubes. I'm going to cut it down the middle. And then I'm going to try and make these equal sized as possible. I like to do half and then threes on each half. Right? And then when I go this way, I do half. And then I do two on each side. So those are pretty blocky, pretty blockheady. So that's the tofu. We're going to make a little marinade for it in the bowl over here because this has got to sit for about half an hour or longer. Longer the better because that's really going to get that flavor into the tofu. So we're going to start off with a teaspoon of ginger powder. Yeah.
You just dumped a lot outside of the spoon.
If you have fresh ginger, I'll put the ingredients in the bottom, how much fresh ginger you should use instead of powdered. I mean, I'll put all of the possibilities. This is arrowroot, so we're going to use about a tablespoon of arrowroot. This is a 2 tablespoon measure, so I'm kind of estimating. It doesn't have to be
one of those
exact.
days, isn't it?
It's not baking. It doesn't have to be that exact. All right, so then soy sauce. It's really high in sodium. That worries me. So I'm going to use some liquid aminos, which is a natural soy sauce alternative.
Say that 3 times fast.
Natural soy sauce alternative. Oh, it still tripped me up. All right, so I'm going to be using 2 of these. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. If you got sesame oil, that's great. Use that. But sesame oil is really expensive and I hardly ever use it. So I have a feeling it would go rancid if I kept it around. So I'm just going to use my olive oil. And I'm going to mix that up. Now the reason I'm putting the oil in the marinade is because I'm not going to fry the tofu on the stovetop. I want the oil to encase the tofu so that when I cook it in the toaster, it's going to be a little crispy because the oil is going to crisp it up a bit. So then you just put your tofu in here and be a little bit careful, which is why I have the paddle here, because I'm just going to go through from the bottom and up through the middle.
Yeah, you don't want to squish all the
you don't want to be like, get in there. You just want
it's more of a scramble.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep these as blockheady as possible and just gently fold it around.
Are you saying blockheads like New Kids on the Block?
Yes. I'll be right back after I wrap you up.
That looks pretty good.
Doesn't it? I think it's going to be really nice. Bye! Bye, baby tofu. It's been about half an hour and you can see it soaked up a lot of the liquid. So now we're just going to place it on a cookie sheet, on some parchment paper. This is the easiest way to fry that I know.
Not frying.
Not frying, that's right. So I'm just gonna line all these up.
I see it's out of the oven.
It's out of the oven and it's looking fabulous. Okay, so now it's time to cook the broccoli. And normally they would stir fry that, but I'm going to roast it in the oven. It's really going to bring out a nice broccoli flavor. This is indispensable if you want to be low fat. It's a misto, and what you do is you fill it up with your favorite oil. And then instead of like dousing these with oil, I'm just going to spray on a coating of oil. You could also do that with the tofu, but it already had a marinade on it, so it didn't really matter, you know, it was okay to mix the oil with it. And the way that you make this aerosol is just, whoops, you pump it up like that.
Whoa!
Or you could buy like an aerosol can of like coconut oil or something like that. That'll work too. But look at that. That's just needing the seasoning now. So I have some Himalayan sea salt here. I'm just going to season it with a little bit of that. If you're low sodium, you don't have to do this. There's going to be sodium in the soy sauce or the aminos from the actual sauce, so it's not really necessary. I like a little extra flavor. Himalayan sea salt is really great for you. It's full of minerals, especially if you filter your water. You have to get the minerals back into the water because the filtering takes the minerals out. And we're also going to use some granulated garlic. You could use fresh garlic, but I find you get a much more even flavor distribution. Like, you don't want a big clump of garlic when you're biting into a piece of broccoli. This is much nicer in that the flavor is more even. And the powder's pretty intense. It might even be more flavorful than the fresh garlic.
Whoa!
So these are ready to go. They're gonna go in the oven over here at 400. 2 stories of goodness.
That's a lot of broccoli.
I love broccoli. I don't think I mentioned this was 2 pounds of broccoli.
Whoop.
I got it at Sam's Club. It's already cleaned and washed and ready to go. All you got to do is pop it in there and say, see you in 30 minutes. Alright guys, the last piece to this puzzle is the sauce, which is delicious. So we're going to take just a splash of olive oil. I'm thinking probably about a tablespoon.
Would you got that on low?
No, medium.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic in, and by a little I mean 4 freaking cloves.
Woo! Garlic it up.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're also going to throw in my homegrown scallions from my scallion farm. Guys, I don't know if you know, when you get scallions from the store, if you plant them, if you don't like cut all the way down to the bottom, if you leave like this much, you can plant them and they will continue to grow and grow and grow after you cut them. So we're just going to saute these a little bit. I probably should have waited. I know I'm going to get comments. You should have waited for the pan to get hot before you put the stuff in.
Oh well.
But it'll be okay.
Wow, that really resonates.
Alright, so we're going to work on the sauce over here while that gets a little bit hotter. So, we have got 1 tablespoon of arrowroot. Remember we used that before? So that's 1 tablespoon. Again, it doesn't have to be extremely exact. Close is pretty good.
Okay.
About 1/4 cup of the liquid aminos, aka our soy sauce substitute. Oh yeah. So good. Whoa!
Getting a little sloppy here.
3 tablespoons of agave. And now that's about 3/4 of the way up on this quarter thing because there's 4 tablespoons in a 1/4 cup.
Sure.
Alright, and another teaspoon of the ginger. Oh no, I hear it cooking over there. And, is that it? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so I'm just gonna let that.
Wow.
Right? I could stir with a knife really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, so let's Hey, come back over here. Ooh, doesn't that look glistening good?
It looks gorgeous.
And then we're going to take this.
It's not really
So-
mixed yet.
Yeah, that's all right.
As long as you're happy with it.
I'm happy with it.
Good.
That's a little bit better. All right. Oh yes, and I forgot the best ingredient.
Nice. Water.
About 2 ounces of water. Alright, we're ready to put that in.
Oh my god, so quiet.
Ooh, doesn't that smell amazing? Did you just get a
Yeah.
whiff of that?
Oh my god, garlic.
Yeah.
I love garlic.
Me too. Alright, so we're just gonna wait for this to thicken up a little bit. It's probably gonna take about a minute.
Who just came out of the toaster.
Woo! Does that look nice?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, and this is starting to get a little thicky over here.
Nice.
So you know what that means.
Time to put the stuff in.
Yup. First
By
the
the stuff,
tofu.
I mean the tofu. Yeah.
See, a lot of the oil stayed on the paper, so it's a little bit healthier.
That's good.
So you just want to make sure everything gets coated. Right? Beautiful. Now we're going to put in the hot broccoli.
Don't dump that. Oh my god.
No dumpies.
Yes.
And then this one. Do, 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 do.
Yeah. Look at that.
And just give it a stir. Make sure everything gets nice and coated, and then you're going to be ready to eat. All right, we're ready to plate. I got some beautiful steamed rice in the bowl already.
Whoa. Whoa.
Who's ready to make it nice now?
Oh boy, what are you gonna do? Oh yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Oh my
Whoa.
god. That takes it to the whole nother level.
It does. Alright, let's see you try it. Wow.
Looks so
Give it a
good.
taste. Close up.
Gotta get everything in there.
Flash is like, where's mine?
Big bite. Mmm.
Thoughts?
Delicious.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Mmm. I hope you guys have a great Happy New Year. And I hope you try something like this because it's a little bit healthier. And if you like this recipe, give it a big thumbs up. If you don't, still give it a thumbs up. And subscribe for more recipes. And until next time, much love.